What is up, guys? My name is Vanessa, and today we have an adventure. We are going to walk 8 kilometers. And if you want to know more about me, come and walk with us. Stay tuned.
Alright guys, so welcome back to another video. Thank you so much for tuning in. We're actually hiking at the moment.
Today is a different setup.
Yeah, I think it's best fitting for the name Rome with Joe.
Yeah.
Right?
We haven't been out walking for a while. I think the
Yes.
last time we went walking was like 4 months ago.
Yeah, around 4 months. It's actually Friday.
Friday,
The sun
gotta
is
get
out.
down and Friday.
It's basically a beautiful day to be outside.
It's a beautiful sunny day.
Instead of just walking, and having our own conversation, why not film this video, and why not have Vanessa here share a bit of her background, her childhood, what was it like for her as well growing up here in the Philippines as a half-blood like me. So I actually posted a video wherein I shared my story, and I also posted a video of my father, and now it's Vanessa's turn here. You might have noticed her from most of my vlogs actually. She is basically the brains of our travel vlogs.
The brains.
Yes.
The cameraman.
The cameraman. The where are we eating? Where are we going?
The decision maker.
Yeah, the decision maker. And she's basically always right.
Never
So-
wrong. Always
So yeah,
right.
guys. It's maybe you can tell them a bit of your background. Just go from there.
Can I do a song or can I rap it? Yo, what's up? My name is Vanessa. I am 26 years old, turning 27 this year. Kidding aside. So, my name is Vanessa. I was born and raised here in the Philippines. My mom is Filipina and my father is German. So, my father was a ex-policeman in Germany, and he decided to come here in the Philippines and retire here. He actually met my mom at a restaurant in Manila. My mom used to work in a Chinese restaurant, and probably my dad loved Chinese food, so that's why at the right time and moment,
at the right
he
place.
at the right place. He was at the Chinese restaurant where my mom works, or where my mom used to work. So they met, and they fell in love, and yeah.
That's such a better term to use. That's the term I was looking for
Okay.
in my. Yeah, they fell in love. That's what I was trying to say with my parents as well, and I ended up saying hooking up,
Sorry, you need a dictionary.
hooking up, and I also told in Mark's interview.
Yeah, hitting.
Yeah, my dad was hitting on her. What kind of terms am I using? Anyways.
I don't know. But yeah, so they fell in love and they decided to move here in Dumaguete and create and start up a family. So basically, I grew up here in Dumaguete. I grew up in a very simple household. Our house was not that en grande.
Yeah, it's just,
Yeah, we used to live in a house that had a nipa hut roof.
oh, that's
It-
nice.
Yeah, it was such a simple house. I think my dad also wanted to live a simple life, and he was a simple man. So, yeah, basically my childhood was fun, and at the same time, there were some rules that you had to abide to.
I mean, he was ex-police,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, for sure, and he was German too. Let's not forget about that.
Yeah.
So yeah, when I was a child, I remember that there were some specific rules. Most the memory that I will never forget is that whenever we used to eat dinner, lunch, or breakfast, you have to finish. You have to finish your food before you'd be able to stand up and go on, carry on, and do whatever you want. So yeah, that was one of the rules that I had to grow up in. Also, we speak English in the household.
Okay.
So the only time I learned how to speak Visaya was when I started playing out with neighbors.
Also,
Yeah.
that's where you fully learned Bisaya, not
Yeah.
through your mom?
No,
Okay.
she actually doesn't speak Visaya to me because, well, my dad doesn't understand. So it was basically English inside the house, and outside is, when I started learning Bisaya. And kids from our neighborhood, they pretty had a hard time, trying to communicate with me because, well, they're not that fluent with English as well. So it wasn't hard for me to learn the language, but I wasn't that fluent. I learned some words, some basic words, and then, it started becoming.
It's the uphill,
I can't
guys.
breathe.
Sorry. We're currently going uphill. Let me show you.
Yeah.
It's just a slight uphill, but still.
Oh, it's cold.
Yeah.
It's cold, huh?
It's nice and cool here.
Yeah.
There's a very nice house over here.
It's like a cabin.
Yeah, cabin style house. So basically, guys, this is a path to Valencia. If you
A
don't want to
secret.
take the main highway.
Secret passage that we only know.
All right, guys.
So yeah,
Back to the story.
that's how I learned how to speak Bisaya. And growing up, I think the most important thing that my father taught us was time. Time is very precious, especially in a German household. You have to be on time. When you gotta go somewhere or you have something important to do, 9 o'clock is 9 o'clock. And being, half Filipino, it was, I would say, not difficult for me to adjust because, we're used to that in the household. I think the only time that it was hard for me was when I was in high school.
When you were in high school?
Yeah.
How so?
When you're a teenager and you like to go out with your friends, and you set up the time to meet somewhere, and when you say, like, when you plan to meet at 10 o'clock and then they arrive at 10:30 or 11. So yeah, that was hard for me to adjust. It takes a lot of patience, and but I was able to adjust and adapt to that kind of culture because, well, I live in the Philippines, and that's something that you have to adapt, being half Filipino and German.
Yep. You get used to it
Yeah.
eventually. And not gonna lie, guys, and I'm sure you would also admit that there are times we actually use Filipino time as an excuse.
Yeah.
Yeah. So especially when we're tired or, we're running late. And we always say, oh, that's okay, it's like 30 minutes.
When I was in high school, I remember that there were times wherein I was a bit embarrassed, knowing that when people ask me or when people find out that I'm half German and they ask me, if I know how to speak the language or if I've ever been to Germany, but I haven't. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to learn the language fluently. I do know some basic, words like good morning, hello, and those stuff. And I've never been to Germany, ever since I was born. I think it was a decision that my father made that, he never wanted to go back to Germany. He wanted to have a peaceful life here in the Philippines. So, yeah, it was a bit hard for me to answer to those questions. It also made me feel a bit, embarrassed. But then I realized that, I live in the Philippines. I'm half Filipino as well. I mean, I am proud to be Filipina. When people are amazed, like, oh, you're half Filipino too, do you know the language? And I say, yeah, I know how to speak Bisaya.
And Tagalog.
And Tagalog. That's a positive thing. No diving.
Oh, look at this sign, guys. No diving. No diving. That's interesting. Where?
Where are you gonna dive?
We are nearby the mountain area, actually,
Oh, we're
guys.
actually almost in Valencia.
Hello. May hapon.
So yeah, growing up, I actually forgot to mention that I used to have a lot of Filipino friends. I mean, compared to Joel, where he mentioned in his vlog that he had a lot of half-blood friends. But on the other hand, I had more Filipino friends. I was happy that my father taught me, the German culture, and on the other hand, my mother as well taught me how to embrace Filipino culture. When I was 13 years old, sadly, my father got sick. He was diagnosed with stage 4 cancer. And it was a hard time for us, especially for me, at a very young age, knowing that your dad is dying. So the doctor gave him 6 months to live. And in that 6 months, we spent a lot of time together. At the same time, we were taking care of him. I remember most of those memories because I was the one who took care of him. I used to cut his nails, I used to brush his hair, and take out the pimples out from his face. So yeah, those are a few of the memories that I will never forget. It's been 14 years now since my father passed away, but I still embrace the culture and everything that he has taught me, the lessons in life. And I always make sure to use those lessons and values, whenever I'm in a different area, or when I'm in doubt, or when I make decisions in life. So I'm very thankful that I was given the opportunity to learn those lessons from my father. He was such a generous man, and I think I got that trait from him. Um, yeah, it happens. We lose people we love, but I think the most important thing that you can do, is to hold on to those lessons and values that they taught you when they were still alive. It keeps you going. I still hold on to those values and lessons that he has taught me. And when there are times when I feel down or I struggle in making a decision, I always remember what he always tells me, that just life is very short. Make the most out of it. Doesn't matter if you live a simple life, as long as you're happy, then go on and do the things that you want. So yeah, I would, to those young viewers here, whatever your parents teach you when you're young, you never know in life when you stumble upon something and you remember, what your parents taught you before, and it helps you move forward and do better. So yeah, that's basically the story of my childhood. And thankfully, 5 years ago, I was given the opportunity to visit Germany for the first time. Yeah, it was such a surreal and memorable experience. I remember when the plane touched down at the airport, and I remember I looked at Joel and I was in tears. I couldn't believe that, finally I get to know the other half of me, because, I was born and raised here in the Philippines, and I had just so little, knowledge of the other side of me, being German, aside from what my father taught me. So yeah, it was such a wonderful experience. We spent Christmas in Germany, and the whole time I was there, I felt so emotional. We got to visit the house where my father grew up, and it felt so nice to know, those things. And at the same time, I felt like he was there with me as well while I was exploring Germany. So yeah, it felt so surreal, and the whole time probably I was like, emotional, and it just felt so amazing to be able to know, the other side of me, the half part of me, because I grew up and I've been living in the Philippines for 27 years,
All your life,
all
yeah.
my life. So it was something different, and yeah, It's something that I will never forget. Um, a lot of people ask me, why don't you live in Germany or work there? But I would love to, but I think, I am more comfortable here in the Philippines. And I would say that although I am half Filipina, half German, I would say Philippines is my home. I won't be who I am today if, I did not adapt and embrace the Philippine culture. So yeah, I would love to visit Germany soon. Um, if he buys me a ticket.
Please, please, please.
So yeah, basically that is the story of me.
Yeah.
By the way, what's your favorite coffee? I like cafe latte.
Cafe latte.
Comment down below, what's your favorite coffee?
See, it's kids like these that we used to play with. Hello.
I used to play a lot, like
Outside,
that.
yeah.
Like Jackstone.
It's before
Chinese
mobile
garden.
games existed. And yeah, that was our generation. We usually spend like most of the time outside, right? Yeah.
Getting our hands dirty.
Getting our hands dirty.
Getting our feet dirty. Sweating.
Yep. And
Hurting ourselves.
climbing trees, whatever.
Damaging our bones.
I don't think we went that far.
Damaging our
Damaging our bones. I don't think it went that far.
doing the Michael Jackson walk.
So there's a river here, guys, just below our vans dancing. It's somewhere there. I found this field here, and I'm actually challenging Vanessa for a race, a quick race. Are you up for it?
I'm up for anything. Yes.
So we are gonna find a place to
Oh wait, Babu, I'm
put the
scared.
phone. Huh? Come on, there's nothing there.
What if the cows are gonna like
The cows aren't gonna do
attack
anything.
us?
Look, the cows
Oh my
are
god,
so
there's a
chill.
spider!
Huh?
I felt a spider web. Nature.
Okay, so
Nature.
it's from here all the way to this coconut right over there. Hey, that's unfair. Wait, let me put the phone down.
What?
Let me put the phone down.
Where are you gonna put it?
Let's look for a stand here. All right, guys, so quick commercial break. I challenged Van all the way to that coconut tree over there
Let's do
and
this.
then back.
Let's do
Winner
this.
treats the other
Coffee.
coffee. So, game?
Game.
Ready?
Ah, wait. Okay.
All right. On your marks, get set. Play!
Oh! Are you sure nothing's gonna?
I can smell that coffee. Come on. And back.
I'm trying my best, like not to step on poop. People are gonna be like, "What are they doing?" Oh, wait, where's the phone? Wait.
Okay,
what a
guys,
workout.
so it looks like Vanessa won the race. And that
Yeah.
race was obviously fair and square, would you say?
Yeah, you owe me
Yeah.
coffee, sir.
I owe her coffee now, so we're gonna look for a
Coffee shop.
cafe along the way.
I hope you guys enjoyed watching our walk and talk featuring nature.
Let us know in the comments down below, guys. You might want to hear from us. Basically, how our 11-year relationship is like, how we met. Yeah, what were our struggles? First year of living together. There were
How-
some struggles there, guys, adjusting with our personalities.
We were enemies before.
Yeah, we used to fight, so there were a lot
No,
of
I
lessons.
mean like I'm German and you're French. So, like
Yeah. Yeah, our travels, all our ups and downs. Yeah, we would be more than happy to share that to you guys if you guys are interested. So let us know in the comment down below. We truly appreciate everyone for tuning in. Thank you for listening to Vanessa's story here, watching our vlog.
yeah, hope you enjoyed and I hope you learned something as well. I'd like to thank all of you for supporting Joe's channel. Thank you so much for all the new subscribers there. We've had a massive explosion of
Subscribers
new
and views.
subscribers and likes and
Thank you, guys.
comments, and we appreciate that. It's so nice to know that you guys are interested in our lives, and getting to know us. So I hope you liked the video. If you're a newbie here, don't forget to subscribe.
Please,
Leave
guys.
comments below. We really appreciate that, and as much as possible, we will reply.
So yeah, guys, please feel free to let us know in the comments down below. Again, I truly appreciate each and every one of you. And yeah,
Can I just say that we survived the 8-kilometer walk, and I am so thirsty right now, and I am hungry.
you're not
And-
cranky, right?
No, I'm not cranky, not yet.
Okay,
But
that's good. That's good. That's
I
good for
need-
me.
I need to drink. Oh my God, spider!
You okay?
No, there's a spider web.
Oh. Wait, don't move. Don't.
What? Where?
I'm just joking.
Mm.
But yeah, guys, thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching this video. See you on our next vlog. Peace, guys, and take care.
Peace.